So guys, in the previous video we have seen that how you can gather information about the SQL query that the application is sending to the database of the website. And now in this video I'm going to show you how we can manipulate this query and to gather information about all the accounts in the website. So you can see here that we are inside this page, right in the SQL info. So if you click here, and we have created an account inside this. So the account is Sam and password is John. Username is Sam and the password is John. Click here to view accounts. I'm showing from start here, and this is the information. Now what I've done is basically change the name of the password. You can type the same password if it doesn't matter. Type Peter, type dash, hit enter, and that's how we got the SQL query information regarding this web page. Now let me copy this query and let me show you how we can manipulate it in the leaf pad. So let me copy this. So copy, Control C, minimize it and open this in the leaf pad. So our leaf pad is open, and inside that query let me paste here. So this is our query. Select star from accounts where username equal to Sam and the password is Peter. Now what can happen? Because we have no idea about the username and the password of other accounts, so we need to do it something different here, because I don't know username and the password of other accounts. So I need to manipulate this query somehow so that we can get enter into others account. So now what I'm doing here, we are going to use a simple operator, OR operator. Do you know OR operator? The use of OR operator is that if for example A or B, it means either A is true or B is true, it will work. Got it? So that is the meaning of OR query. So I can use OR query here, right? And I will type a true query after that, and I will put OR in between them, so that if it doesn't have username and password, then it will use the second one. So how we can do this? To do this, let me show you how you can do this. First of all, to break query we have used extra apostrophe, this apostrophe, right? So first of all remove this. Remember, we need to put one more apostrophe here, and what you can do, just you can make it a single query, right? And after that I can put OR 1 equals to 1. 1 equals to 1 is always true, right? So you can use like that. So what it will read, what database will read, either it is true. If it is not true, then use the second part of OR is this. So 1 equals to 1 is actually always true condition. It is a universal truth. So if you don't have idea about the username and the password of other accounts, so it will automatically take this query, and we know that this query is always true. It means we will gather all the information of other accounts. So that is a way to manipulate the query of SQL injection. Now how we can do this? You know that there is one more apostrophe after Peter that we have removed. So I need to remove the last apostrophe here, because otherwise it will create two closing apostrophe. For example, let me show you again, because it was like this, right? And if I type apostrophe after that like this, so it will look like that this apostrophe, there is no opening apostrophe of this, right? Because this apostrophe is opening, closing, opening, closing. The last one is extra, and and this one is actually extra. You cannot put it anywhere. So that's why what I've done, I have removed the last one and I have put it after that. So I don't need to mention it. Now I can put simply 1 equal to dash 1, and the last apostrophe is basically a closing apostrophe. It is automatically done by the command. So this is I can do with this query. So for example, if there is another person and the name of the person is you can say John is the other name. If I don't know the password of that person, so what I can do, I can put this query inside the login page, and the database will skip it and we'll try to use this one, because we are using OR condition here, either this or this, doesn't matter. one of them is true. So this one is true, it means we will gather information about that person. Let me show you how you can use this magic to gather information about all the username and the passwords of other accounts. So we don't need to use this one, right? You don't need to use this one. You can directly try or 1 equal to dash 1, and before that you can break this query. So you can type like this, dash or 1 equals to dash 1. So this is the query that we can use. This will basically break it, so we don't need to mention all these kind of queries, right? This is used to break it. After that you can use this one. So let me copy this, or otherwise you can type it there and put it in the password area, because it is related to the password, right? We have removed the apostrophe of password, and then we have, you can see that we have merged it with the password, so it is related to the password. Now dash space or space 1 equals to dash 1. So how it will look like, let me show you. So open the Matilde. Here is the login page, come up. So to use that, you can type dash space or you can use small or, doesn't matter, dash space or space 1 equals to dash 1, and we need to use this in the password, not in the username area. I'm just typing here because so that you will understand what kind of query I'm using. So copy this and paste this inside the password area, and you can make username blank, doesn't matter. So copy this, paste here and make username blank, right? And now try to click on this one. Let's say that we will basically get the information about the username and password. So click here and check if we got something or not. So the command has been executed, and you can see here that we didn't get any error message here in this area. So now if you look at that, then you can see here that our magic actually worked, and we got the actual username and the passwords of all the accounts in this web application. Can you see here? I can use any username and any password to log in any other's account. You can see here, and one of them will be our username and password. If it is, here it is. So this is the username and password which we have created, right? And these are all the other accounts username and password. So we have successfully hacked this web application by using SQL injection technique, and we have successfully got the username and the password of other accounts using SQL injection. This is a kind of tricky, but we have analyzed the query, we have manipulated the query, and that actually works. Without using any username and the password, we got all the username and the passwords of other users. So this is the query that we have used, right? Dash space or space 1 equal to dash 1 in the password area, and you can use this directly without using any username. So that's why I'm showing you that why it is so necessary to use inside SQL injection. Why this is actually successful in SQL injection, because this query is always true. We don't need any username and password. The database can use the second part of OR and can provide us information. We have fooled the database of this web application. Did you understand why it is so important inside SQL injection? Because this can gather thousands of millions and billions of data from any website without using any username and password, without knowing any username and password, right? So that's it. That's all about basically SQL injection, query manipulation, and gathering information about all username and the password in the website. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and this is all about in my mind. So thank you so much, and I will come back in the next video.